Right, the cards I'll read off, everyone. I've split into three piles, 1, 2, 3, and this is for Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Now the cards I'm going to read from are the Soleone Tarot. So they're my oldest cards. They've been with me for over 30 years, those cards. Then I've got the Rider-Waite cards, which most people will be familiar with because they're very popular in England. And then the other ones are playing cards. So you can see that these have been with me for many, many years as well, these small playing cards. Okay, so we've got Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Okay, this reading is for the star sign of Libra, Decan 1, for the month of March 2020. So I'm just going to take out 3 cards from anywhere. Okay, so the same with the second row with the Rider-Waite. And 2 from the last one, the playing cards. Okay, right, starts off with the High Priestess. A great card as March comes in. You're feeling on absolute top of your game. Now the High Priestess can be secretive though. She knows exactly what she wants and what she's going to do. She's the woman of wisdom. But she's not always, forthcoming in giving the information about what she's doing. So what I feel as though you're doing as March comes in, you're feeling on top of the situation and you know how you're going to handle something. But it's quite possibly that that you're not going to reveal all just yet. So it's something that you're probably thinking through. Now the Two of Swords gives some kind of tension, and it could be tension what's around children as well. So is the kids causing tension or young people causing tension maybe? So as March comes in, what we're seeing is, these young people kind of like creating a situation that you want to do something about, and you know that you're going to stand up to this. And when you're good and ready, you'll say exactly what you're going to do about it. Now, this one, we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is around young people, but it's also about a situation that's been building up as well. So it could be that this tension has been brewing up for a while. Now the Hermit, what you've got in the next row, the Hermit talks about it's you finding the right way forward, really. So you're giving things a lot of thought, meditating. In fact, you've give it loads of time in your mind about what you're going to do about this and how you're going to approach this. So could this be stepchildren maybe? Could it be a partner's children? But it just seems as though, it's children what's causing this tension for you. Anyway, the way forward seems to be coming with a wish card. So how nice for you there, because even though you haven't got what you want at the, now initially, it does look as though this comes for you in the future. And the star card talks about wishes coming true. So you wish on a star and you do get exactly what you're looking for with it. But that's sort of like, for in the future. So times ahead, you get, it's sort of like promising that you get the successful outcome that you want, really. Then we've got a King of Pentacles comes after that. So I think this could be the partner. Really, I think what we're talking about is a situation where we've got maybe stepchildren or, one partner's children, or, it might even be small children. It could be older, but it's someone, it's a situation that's caused some tension for a while, but it does look as though you know how to handle it. You'll reveal it all when you're ready. You've given it lots of thought about the way forward, and it looks as though this partner could have given this lots of thought, and also they are wishing for the same thing as you. So it does look as though this will work out in the future for you. This, a romantic relationship, the Seven of Clubs. It's a nice card and it does give you a successful outcome. So I always quite like that card really. But there is a little bit of a maybe a warning and undercurrent of feeling trapped in some way. So I think that when you get this sorted out, more or less the same card comes to the rescue. The King of Pentacles there, the King of Clubs there, jumps in and rescues the day. So it does look to me as though you're going to get the wish with this later on. Okay, this reading is for the star sign of Libra for Decan 2 for the month of March 2020. And I'm just going to take out 3 cards from anywhere in the pile. Okay, so that's what's going along the top. Then I'm going to go to the Rider Waite, just take any 3 cards out. Okay, then I'm going to go to the bottom row and take out any 2. Okay then, Libra. So the first card what comes along is the Queen of Wands. So it looks as though you're going to be very busy as March rolls in, because the Queen of Wands is a card of action. So this Wands, you know, they're not sitting still, they're up there, they're out there, they're going for it. But it's all moving very slowly. So things are not going as quick as you want them to. So that is a card where you've got to exercise some patience really, because things are moving just so slow. Now, if you imagine something that is just hanging in suspense, that is what it's doing. It's hanging, and that's what your situation's doing. It's just hanging there. So you're out there trying to get it going, but you just can't seem to you know, get the momentum going, get the pace going. And I think probably you're just going to have to wait until the time is right for this, till it slots in. Because the Hangman, you know, it's like sort of swimming against the current with that one. Now, with this Six of Swords here, it does tell me that things are going calmer in your life, that you have fought a lot of the battles, and it's time to sort of move ahead now. So when the time is right, that's what you're going to find yourself doing. But the Five of Swords tells me that you've got very little control in things at the moment. So it's almost as though other people are really calling the shots. Now maybe that's calming down somewhat, but it is saying that there is little control there. And I do think that you need to there's some things that you need to let go of and put in your past once and for all. That's what the Six of Cups is. It's talking about elements of the past. Then we move on to the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands is making new plans, but it's something that you're bringing about yourself with that. You know, you're putting your mind to, you know, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do about this? And you make a plan of what you're going to do to get out of something. I really think, Libra, after reading those cards as a whole then, I would say that there's something that you're trying to get out of. And you've tried your best to do this, but you know, it's happening slow. You're still caught up in things. It is saying that the worst is probably over now, because you are going towards calmer things, but there's very little control that you've got in this. Now, when you get the chance, and when really this Hangman moves out as well, what you've got to then do is you've got to let things go and put things into the past and make plans of where you're going next. I do think as well we've got a King of Cups at the bottom, which is it's around a man and his emotions, and then we've got the Queen of Spades, what signifies really a jealous, malicious um, person. I think some of you, what it might be, is that it's time to let this person go once and for all. You've got all, you've got everything inside your heart to go out there and offer the world, and you don't need to be putting up with someone like this around you. It's time to put people in the past. Maybe March is, maybe the time that you're not quite having the wake up call, but it's definitely developing and going into that direction. Okay, this reading is for Libra, for Decan 3, for the month of March 2020. So I'm just going to put 3 random cards along the top. Then the same with the Rider-Waite, so 3 along the middle. And 2 of the playing cards along the bottom. Okay, right, it's a bit of a mixed message this, because the first card you've got there are really good cards, Libra. So it starts off with the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles is definitely a woman who's quite down to earth, and she's chasing, she's concerned about her finances, about her material wealth and a security. So this woman is on the prowl for money, really, and she's looking at making some kind of new beginnings. Now it's a nice card, that Ace of Wands. Any of the aces are beginnings and new cycles, and that one's in particular, it's something that if you put a bit of work down now, you'll get the benefits of that later on. So it's almost like planting seeds up, planting bulbs or something, and then you get the flowers later on in the season, and that's what this Queen of Pentacles is gonna get. So she's out there chasing money, but it does look as though she gets what she wants. But it comes later on for her. But now she is definitely putting, the foundations down, really, of what she wants to be doing, where she's aiming for, and what she wants to achieve in her life as well. Right, now as we go across again, we've got the Star card then. So the Star card tells me that that is something, that you've wishing very much for, because the star is like wishing on a star, and you want all these wishes to come true, all the dreams to come true. So it's sort of, if when you think you'd have no need to wish on any star if it was happening now. So it looks as though, you're really sort of aiming for something, and you're doing the right things in March, because you're putting these foundations down to get later on, get the star. Now it does seem to be a money situation, this, because the Ace of Pentacles is there. And again, the aces are around new cycles, but the pentacles is very much around your security. So that's very much what you're thinking and what you're concerned about. The sun, it's all very bright, it's brightening your life up, you're feeling good, you're feeling happy. So you think about the winter, and then all of a sudden we go into the summer, we're out and about, we're feeling better in ourselves, we're making plans. So I think that you're feeling very optimistic, very light-hearted. And what have you got that comes with it? You've got the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups is, it's like it's kind of like a mini wish card in a way. It guarantees your happiness. So if you're looking for something to come off, really, it's your guarantee card. It gives you that success that you want. So a lovely card. All very nice cards coming there for you, Libra. And like I say, I think it's all to do with your money and finances that's catching you this month in March. Now, when we get to the bottom there, the Eight of Diamonds, now that is a card about some kind of financial gain comes your way with this card. But you be very careful there, because you have got this Jack of clubs going next to it. Not clubs, it's the Jack of Spades. And that is a very negative person in your life who can even hold you back. So you've got this financial gain to come, but don't carry anyone, don't carry any passengers, because you've got to think about yourself.